Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to What Were They Up To? We have got up to 10:30 in the day as most of our brigades and divisions are now off the beach with their divisional assets and are moving inland. 8th Brigade up in the north is now off map. He is roughly... Oh, that's a very... Can't even see that. He's around here somewhere as he has moved like that. He also has put a couple of companies to watch Lesay. And I think this is around about the time we found out that the Lesay bridge was actually blown. And that is the reason why most of 185th hadn't moved. Now, me and the division commander of 3rd have finally moved up to Créance. We did ask 185th to go up to Lesay and, you know, have a look. But he's still quite content in having cups of tea down near the beach, looking after the artillery and making sure those flail tanks on the beach go and clear some openings for whatever is going to be arriving afterwards. Why he didn't move up to Lesay, we don't know. We're unconcerned with it. Yeah, I know we had been really trying to direct him to do something, but yeah, he was quite content to sit on the beach down there. We see here that elements of 9th Infantry have reached La Verderie and Fueli. Found the bridge blown. We wasn't aware of that. We were only aware that he was up in Blingard Heights, so at least we got that right. And looks like another bridge has been blown. Yeah, they're really, you know, trying to protect Perrier and gotta make it difficult for us. They will do. The 122nd Brigade has reached the bridge at Munville. The Blingard, only a company trying to hold this crossing here. They'll go through. They'll go through nice and easy. They'll probably make it to Saint Salvaire-Lendelin, and everything behind them has cleared out of the way. I think the umpires must have made a decision that elements were out of command range and, you know, just sitting there waiting for orders, ineffective, whatever. I mean, this pocket around here, I mean, I don't necessarily think any of my forces got involved, but I mean, they did have units and bunkers and stuff around here, you know, Blainville and everything. So yeah, you know, I think the umpires threw us a bone there, to be honest. First battle group, or the 131st Queen's Regiment, yeah, they're coming up on Marigny, or Marigny, as they're going to be moving up. Now they'll reach Marigny and they'll be stopping there and making their defence and waiting for 69th and the rest of 50th to move up alongside them, as well as the Canadians. What I didn't know as well, I mean, it's a fair move that, yeah, he was watching his northern flank and he sent them past Montbouchon, something like that. I don't know. And they've ended up in Le Fremont up here, and yeah, nothing behind the defensive lines that they're setting up. So they are effectively now the 3rd Fallschirmjäger Division split in two. As we move down to the interesting developments along the Seine River. as the 69th and the 151st, I believe, gear up to try and cross this river. But you know, they're met with a full brigade up near Hyenville as 9th Fallschirmjäger holds on, and I can see that, you know, they've got a bit of artillery there, some pack cannons and what have you. So, you know, maybe using those 88s, like, you know, as anti-tank guns as well. And they're going to have a scrap. They're going to have a scrap for Hyenville to try and cross the river. Now, I did say that Moncote Bridge was taken, and they did. The leader of 101st came down here, found a way over with his 1st Battalion in order to take Moncote. We wasn't so sure what happened with that, but it's nice to see. Maybe going forward he'll try and do a flanking manoeuvre. We don't know. 50th's communication was a little bit sketchy going forward. This dream team of 154th, as well as some of the 231st, teaming up around Créance, and they're going to be covering each other's advance along to Grevray, as well as some units coming down here past La Marche, and they'll be getting back into contact with H. Fallschirmjäger again pretty soon. And look at this, 8th Fallschirmjäger HQ defended over here at the Hay Penel. A whole brigade descending upon the town. Will the Germans hold it? We'll see. And then poor old Sartilli, 1 company sitting in there, and the brave boys, 1st Battalion or 2nd Battalion of the 152nd are due to attack. So the lines pretty much as we thought that they were. They're all moving in and doing their business, trying to cover each other as best as they can, exploit the gaps and everything else, and keep kind of moving forward in a coherent line. But yeah, as you can see, the majority of 50th around Hyenville and this big gap. Yeah, if they did have any reserves, we're very lucky. We're very lucky that they had no reserves, you know, around Crécy-la-Salle or anything like that to cut them off. We're so lucky. But yeah, but as you can see now, as of 5 minutes ago, Bill, I saw your comment. Seems like the Germans had the right idea of what you were talking about. Look at 21st Panzer, just arrived at St. Lo, and I'll tell you exactly what they were talking about as they reached St. Lo. They were counting their lucky stars because Scott here, who was, I believe, Barksted in the Colchester game, saying, please be sure to coordinate your movements to prevent traffic jams. I think they did pretty well to, you know, get there as quick as they did. I mean, filtering through some of this lot, I don't think they had any problems with traffic jams, and nor did they have any problems with Allied air power. As you can see, yeah, we don't want to have sitting targets for enemy air. They got lucky. They got lucky as we didn't really use that many air assets, I don't think. But yeah, as of 10:30, this is what they're talking about. Yeah, so they were expecting to go to Caen, but yeah, they've been directed to St. Lo. I'm liking how they're communicating. The 21st Panzer are, yeah, communicating very effectively here. So 192nd will take the route to St. Lo and leave after you to avoid the traffic jam. Blah blah blah. Yeah, perhaps the Allies have focused all their attention on Cherbourg. Regardless, you'll move out after Boronsky. You'll have to moving out at night. Oh, is this? Right, so yeah, this is just before they were told where they were going. So they were still concerned about Caen, even though no one was bothered with Caen. Yeah, that was out the window. So yeah, just before around 10 o'clock, Rommel's come in. Rommel himself has turned up to St. Lo in order to command and oversee the actions of 21st Panzer. Holy shit. Okay, so this is just before they get to St. Lo. That's 1 to 2 hours. I'll be pushing ahead with the regiment to sneak up with the commanders. No enemy bombing or partisan activity. Yeah, we should have had the French resistance. Someone commanding the French resistance would have been fun. But probably too much. Okay, so this is them arriving at St. Lo. Rommel is here with us. He's more aware of the larger picture and the situation we are facing. From what I have gathered, there are large numbers of Allied troops in the area. Just because we've surprisingly not seen them, be alert. Continue to keep our armour spread out so that they are not easy targets for strafing runs. While it is my understanding that we are all co-located, just in case someone isn't, here is our current mission. Move to Perrier and Saint-Salvaire-Lendelin. Blunt enemy assaults in this sector. Be ready to pursue other missions in service of 3rd Fallschirmjäger. Okay, so they, at this time, going to Perrier and Saint-Salvaire-Lendelin, or maybe even this way. We'll just have to find out. But yeah, this is where it gets very, very interesting. So yeah, by this time, people were moving to Perrier, and yeah, as we approach our new destinations, I have resources that mistakenly thought had been divided up amongst you. You'll find yourself in need. Any, let me know. So yeah, this is all their divisional assets going forward, but we get a little bit ahead of ourselves. But yeah, what will 21st Panzer do? What will they do? There's a little hint for you there, and we'll see you on the next one.